Hello everybody, welcome to It Happened on a Sunday, and I see Sarah Tardy's on, I see Patricia is on, Ken, Julie and Karen are on, Jalita Bunny, Paper Doll is on, Stephen Familo's on. Stephen's single came out on Friday. Yep. Michael Gregg. Hey, Michael. Pooh Ninja's on. Ruben Willis is on. Desiree Nesdal. Hi, Bambi Taylor. Rob Barfield. Dave Nesdal. Hey, Dave. Tracy Rizzo. David Granger's on. Hey, David. Alvin, I am coming to San Diego. I have a show with Jamie Shadowlight at Maya Moon. It's a Thursday night, December 9th, maybe? That Thursday, December 9th, San Diego. And then I'm playing with Randy Driscoll the next night for her Jingle Ball at Queen Bee. There'll be a ton of guests for that show. Holly Ray. Holly Ray's on. Hey, Rosie. Rosie's on. Oh, we have someone from Twitch on. So on Sunday nights, I stream to my Facebook page, my Facebook personal page, private band page, YouTube, and Twitch, and my LarryMitchell.com. Don't often get someone from Twitch on here. That's awesome. So Sunday nights are, hey Brett, Sunday nights are very mellow. It's about, get some popcorn. Get some popcorn. And chocolate. I got some Dove chocolate here. And normally I would get some hot chocolate or coffee, or there's a few who like wine. I got water. And hey Bonnie. Bonnie Stubbs is on. So for those of you who know, I'm not or noticed I'm not in the chocolate room. I'm still working. Dawn, Avery, and I have pretty much gotten what we wanted to get accomplished for the film score, I think. And we'll take a break, present everything, and take a break and see what needs to be in the next. And I came up to visit a longtime friend, my friend Lisa Itz, who I think we go back to she was 11, playing guitar in Long Island. Let me get a camera on here. There we go. And anyway, guitar lessons and excuse me for a second. I had a piece of chocolate, piece of popcorn in a funky spot. Going back to the 5 towns in Long Island, and I got to know her dad and her mom and her brother a little bit, and a very cool family. And I came up to visit because her father passed away this year, a few months ago, and wanted to get just to get together and reminisce a little bit. This is Mr. Itz. That's Lisa, and that's her daughter, Perry Rain. And here's the younger picture of him. And so her mom, in coming up here and hanging and reminiscing and talking about stuff that, just talking about how cool they were. She pulled out a video of her mom. So her mom passed away a while ago. Her mom was inspirational to me, and in so many ways. And she was a 2-time liver transplant recipient. And I remember how awesome she was, with full of energy and life after the transplant. And she would go see Lisa play at the bitter end or wherever. And I remember one time looking over, and she didn't always feel great, but she was standing on top of a chair at the bitter end, screaming for her daughter playing. And I just looked at her. I remember talking with her for a long time before the show started. And the stuff that she had to deal with every day, which are like a lot of people I know, some people that are watching have gone through or are going through lots. And I have lots of friends that are going through lots health-wise. But Vicky Itz was definitely an inspiration to me. And so anyway, Lisa pulled out this video, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this is Vicky Itz being Vicky Itz. I believe she lived for 10 years with her replacement, with her liver. So just check this out. It's I think it's inspirational. It's heavy, but I think it's inspirational.
Okay. Sure. My name is Vicky Itz, and I am now from Long Beach, New York, which is in Long Island. And want to know a little bit about me. First, I just want to say how grateful I am to be here today. I'm grateful to be anywhere today. But coming to Pittsburgh is like coming home for me. And saved my life. I had 2 transplants. April 2nd, the first one, it didn't work. The liver was no good. It was a lemon. And I went into a coma, and they were going to let me go because they don't transplant you in a coma. Dr. Temperman, who was my surgeon at the time, and Dr. Stars on the whole team, decided that I was a feisty lady, and they were going to see if they could get me a liver and transfer me in the coma. And they did. They got a liver from where I lived in Long Island. An accident happened on the 4th day, a motorcycle accident, and that was a perfect match for me. And that was the 4th night of the coma, and they transplanted me. Here I am. In between, I had about 100 and something transfusions, CMV virus, and if I wasn't in Pittsburgh at the time, I wouldn't have been alive because I was on a special drug to kill that virus, and it was only experimental, only given in Pittsburgh. And life's wonderful, and I'm lucky. And everybody out there, sign your organ donor cards, because if that guy didn't sign his card, nobody chooses to die. Nobody chooses to die, but when somebody goes, life goes on, and here I am, and I hope I spread the word to everybody else. And thank God for Presby Hospital. Thank God for Dr. Stars. Thank God for everything, you know? So, I didn't give you a chance to ask me anything because I never stopped talking here. I know, I got to put my tap shoes on. It's just, it's amazing. It's just a miracle. And never give up. Also, that's another thing. Just never give up, because it's easy to sit back and say, poor me, but you got to have gratitude in your attitude, I guess, right? You know? And I just, another thing, if anybody's out there, and it's scary for the people who haven't had transplants and never gone through this, and it's scary for the families because we're being taken care of. I mean, and it's the people that are with us that really go through a lot of hell, you know, and it's important. I love TRIO. It's a great organization, and I'm honored to be on the board and get to speak to lots of people, and get to share, because when you're, I know, when you walked in somebody else's shoes, you can tell them what it's all about, you know? So stay well, but if you have to, sign that organ donor card, because you never know. The guy who gave me my liver, 5 people had sight and life because of all the organs he donated. So I'm just grateful. Every day's a miracle. And no, you go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah. My local chapter is in Long Island, and we meet once a month. As a matter of fact, Macy's and JCPenney are big sponsors of our group. Once a month, they give us a room and supply refreshments, and we meet and we share it, and support is very, very important. Anybody who's listening in Long Island, they can call me too, and call TRIO, and I'd be happy. I'm always available. As you notice, I never stop talking. Of course, I blame it on the steroids, but my doctor said I never was quiet before my transplant, you know? So I just have a lot of faith and a lot of hope, and one day at a time. One day at a time. That's what life is anyhow, you know? That's how we try to take it.
Have you noticed a difference in the way you live your life?
Absolutely. I like to think that before I was transplanted, I love life, I like people, but now things that seemed important before are really not important. Material things are not important. If you have family and people that love you, I think you have $1 million. I wouldn't have been here. Our insurance ran out, and Presby took me in with the minimal amount of insurance. I couldn't leave the hospital because we didn't have coverage for my cyclosporin. We had no major medical. And in the hospital, you get it. Once you leave, we had no way to get it. In the town where I lived, at the time, Cedarhurst, they raised money and was sending us little fish bowls, raising money every week so that we could stay alive, really. Sorry, it's emotional, but it's not sad. It's a happy crying, you know? And people were great. I heard from people all over. Kids sent dollar bills and letters just saying we're hanging in there for you. And the newspaper said that I confused the whole town because the first week they said Vicky It's liver transplantation, dying in a coma. And then the next week she got a new liver and she's not dying anymore. And then Vicky It's got the CMV virus and she's dying again. So, but I'm here to stay, you know? Because all people were good and cared about me, and God just didn't want me, you know? He gave me a chance to be here and hopefully help other people. And I feel different about my life, grateful. Every morning I wake up, I don't worry about the rain or breaking a nail or whatever. I just thank God. My heart's beating, and I'll make the best out of that day, you know? It's what you make it, you know? Everybody sits back and waits for people to do things for you. You got to go out there and do it for yourself, you know? Instead of saying, poor me, you say, hey, why did this happen to me? What am I going to do about it to make it better, you know? So I'm better for my transplant. I don't want to do it again, but I feel that I'm very touched that I had a chance to go through this. It makes me a better person. And I hope the people around me feel that way too. And I got to see Tom Stossel today. Sorry for calling you Tom, Dr. Stossel. And he knew me right away. He said to me, I knew nothing was going to happen to you, even though you gave us a hard time, because when you woke up after the coma, you never stopped talking since then. He said you had too much to say, you weren't ready to go, you know? And Dr. Tepperman, Dr. Tepperman was in Pittsburgh at the time. He was my surgeon, and he's the one that made the decision to do it in the coma. And a miracle, another miracle, he's now head of transplant at New York University Hospital in Manhattan. He's my doctor. That's where I am. So he never got rid of me. He thought he was getting rid of me, but he did. So he brought me through. I just had surgery too in February. I had a hysterectomy, and they were real worried about me. Like that. Because I said to myself, hey, what's a hysterectomy after a couple of transplants, right? So, and while I was on the floor, I got to visit some transplant patients in the hospital and share the word, you know, just spread it around. So,
you get an opportunity to go out and talk to candidates?
Yes, I do. I speak to, where I live, I've gotten the chance to speak to National Medical Center. That's the hospital that my liver came from. And I spoke to about 35 surgeons who were a little reluctant about transplant. They don't want to give up a lot of their time, and it's very political, and all the money, and is it necessary? So when I came in to speak to them, I didn't tell them I was a transplant patient. I told them about this lady that I knew who went through all this. And when I got through, I said, I'm that lady. And when you go in that operating room, and there's somebody on that table who's dying, who's brain dead, and you're taking an organ out, don't remember that even though they're dying, that organ, I'm here because of that. So you do that operation and think about that as a life saving, not as somebody going, you know? Because nobody chooses to die, you know? Because I said to my doctor, I said, I'm so grateful for the gift. He said, it is a gift, but nobody chooses to die. It's just that when we get that gift, know what to do with it, you know, appreciate it, you know, and see what you can do about it. So, I'm just full of gratitude, you know. And I want to say another thing. Thank God for my kids, Stu and Lisa. They're 31. I'm going to give my age away now. Lisa's 23, and it was a terrible time for us. Eddie had to lose, after 31 years working for a company, he had to give him a job. Because was real sick, and we had to come out here. And last year he started working. It was over a year, and we didn't know from day to day, but we had faith, and here we are in Pittsburgh on a boat, telling all about this like it's a dream, you know. So just for everybody out there, just hang in there, and you can do anything you want to do with the right people. And Presby's a great place to be. I love Pittsburgh. People here are wonderful.
How about your expectations for this weekend? What are you planning to do? What have you done?
Everything that I said I couldn't do, I did. I went on a bike ride yesterday that I said I promised my husband I would not do it. I would just watch. Then I got on that little bicycle in the parking lot. It seemed easy. Then I said, I'll just do it a little, but I never do anything a little. I went up that hill, and see, I believe that things have a reason. As I was going up the hill, I couldn't pedal, and I started to feel kind of nauseated. I said, I can't do it. The man in front of me, walking up that hill, had 2 prostheses on his legs. And I said to myself, God must have put him right in front of me, because if he can go up that hill, I'm going up that hill. And I did. I was ashamed not to. And I did it, and I finished that race. Coming down was the best part, you know. First time I ever got on a bike with handbrakes. I never got on a bicycle, you know. It was like, I said to myself, when I came there, I said, God, this has got to be a dream. You know, this is a dream. The simplest things that we have in life, you know. Expectations, to be able to get up in the morning, be a good person, care about the people around me, love my family, appreciate them, and be here for people that need me. Really, that's, you know, when you give it away, you get it all back. So I get emotional, but it's just great. Life is great. I hear so many people say to me, oh, gee, now everything's going to be okay. It's all over with. Because people just feel better when they hear that. You know, we're raised that way. We're raised to think that, let's do this and get this over with. But life's an ongoing thing, and there's no black and white. There are gray areas, and things happen all the way through. And what you do is, when things do happen, instead of saying, well, sit back now and just feel sorry for me, you just got to get out there. That's all. And that's really what's inside me all the time. Even the doctor said that my attitude, like I was always, I remember after my transplant, I had no memory at all. I didn't really know who I was or where I was. It was April Fool's Day. I thought this whole thing was a joke. I don't remember anything after the initial phone call from Brisby. I said to the lady on the phone, is this a joke? She said, I don't think so, you know? And I remember wandering the halls and had to wear my name on me because I didn't know where my room was. But I was stubborn. And it didn't stop me. And patients were coming in and they was talking about me and they said, can they come in and speak to you? I said, are you kidding? Of course they can, you know? And I didn't tell them my story to scare them. I told them because it's not the normal. And I said, if I show them I can be here and go through that, then they can do it, you know? You don't know. A lady here today came up to me. She said, I thank God every night. She said, because you helped me get through my transplant. She said, you don't remember me. But I came in the room, I was so scared. I was waiting in the hospital 3 months, and when I saw you and you talked to me and told me that you could do it, she said, I made up my mind that I could do it, and then I got a liver 2 weeks later, and I kept thinking about you, and it got me through. So how could I not be lucky? You know? Just feel real lucky about everything. I forget everything you're asking me. I just go on. I'm overwhelmed with this, you know, overwhelmed with it all. It's just wonderful. This is just a miracle. And I'm even getting a suntan. I'm not even yellow. Like before I used to be yellow.
That was Vicky Itz. And like I said, she lived, I believe, 10 years after her second implant. And I'm glad that I got to come here and visit my friend Lisa Itz and her daughter, and spend time with Lisa's daughter, Perry Rain, who's 10, and I'm in her room. I'm in Perry Rain's room right now. Look here, you guys take a look at this. Yeah. And I got to see Perry do some cartwheels and gymnastics. She makes TikTok videos at 10. But I came here not only just to visit, but to remember Lisa's dad, Vicky, his husband, and who just recently passed away, or a few months ago. And discovered that video, so I'm happy with that. meeting her in person was really inspirational, because you know that she did not have the best of days, but she wasn't gonna let that stop her. Patricia, you have 2 more procedures? Wow. This Tuesday. All right. We'll be thinking about you. We'll be in our thoughts and prayers. Sure. Hi, Crystal. So I just wanted to share that video with you guys, and that's why I'm up here. And I'll be back home for Tuesday Night Live. And I got my popcorn here happening. Hope you guys got some popcorn. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Yes, Sarah. Yeah. Hi, Lisa Marie. Elmo, yes, I'm eating popcorn. Sunday nights are about popcorn and chocolate. And it's mellow acoustic. Hi, Raven. Your dad had a heart transplant? Wow. Wow. Well, you got to spend another 6 months with him. I'm gonna play a little bit more, and thank you guys for watching and listening to that. In fact, I'm gonna play Father. I'll play this for Lisa and for Perry Rain. Let's see. There's Perry Rain right in the background. just get a message in, a little moment, and spend some time with my friends from the Tone Ramp, Ofer and Helene. They have this little box that you put on the back of your acoustic guitar. I don't have on my guitar, on this guitar, but on my full-size guitars, I normally have it on. And when I'm hanging out at the house and I'm working on song ideas and go outside and just play and not be tethered to anything, but still have reverb and delays and cool stuff. So here's a Tonewood amp, and actually I will be home next Sunday, so I can actually play it on one of my other acoustic guitars. Check it out.
This thing is called the Tonewood amp. We've got this guitar. This is stuck to the back with magnets, so reverb comes through the sound hole. It's crazy.
It's too freaky. We've killed the monitors in the room, right?
All you're hearing is the sound coming out of the sound hole. Now it's back on. That's how an acoustic guitar should sound.
Come and see.
Now it's on.
Yeah.
Turning it on. Without? How? Yeah, you want. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the reaction. Once you play with it, you can't ever not play with it.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. It's my best friend. So this thing, man, has changed my life because it just makes guitar inspiring, man. Wherever you are, whatever you're playing, and if I want to use it, I stick it onto any guitar. You only need one unit to play with any guitar. It's crazy, isn't it? It's an inspiration box is how I describe it.
Take it easy, guys. See you next time.
thank you guys so much for watching, especially tonight. It was a different night for me. So I'm gonna call it a night, and it's time to roll sunset. Thank you guys so much. I will see you, some of you, on Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Live, where it's rocking and electric. And some I will see you next Sunday for It Happened on a Sunday. And thank you to Tone with Amp for all they do for me. And thanks David Desiree and Bill Edwards and everybody. I'll be back at the Chocolate Room on next Sunday. And sunset, time to roll sunset.